Will be. Good morning and welcome to a vlog on the channel once again, where today we are returning to Chessington for the first time this Halloween season. I've been to the park about 5, maybe 6 times this year, to be fair. We've been quite a bit. Kate's here with me today.
Hello.
It's only the 2 of us this afternoon. We are going to be going to Thorpe Park later, so I might maybe add that into the end of this vlog, or I might just do a separate vlog for it, one or the other, where Archie will be with us there, hopefully. But yeah, we thought we'd just come up and check out the offerings for Howl'o'ween 2025 at Chessington. Walking into the park, there's a very nice theming piece you can see behind me now. I'll turn the camera on and get a bit of footage of in a minute. But we're going to be checking out today, is it Dark Hollow it's called? Or so what's
Enchanted Hollow?
Enchanted Hollow. I think we're going to go and check that out and give that a go, see what that's like.
Yeah.
We've obviously got the new Vampire's Lair walkthrough scare zone, and we've also got a few different shows to check out as well. So I'll put in some footage. Obviously we can't film inside of the trick-or-treat kind of experience, but everything else we can film inside of, so we'll take you along with us for the day and you can see what the offerings are. Ready for the last week of Howl'o'ween at Chessington, ready so you can come with your kids and everything for half term, which has just started. So we are expecting a busy day. We've turned up at it's about 10 to 11 now, so we've just had a look at the queue times, and of course Vampire's closed still. It's been closed for about a month because allegedly it's sinking or something, so we'll go and get a bit of footage of that and see what's going on there. Sounds like a bit of a laugh at least. But at the moment, Dragon's Fury's on an 85-minute wait. Mandrill's on half an hour, which isn't too bad for that. But we might get on a few rides. I'll put in some off-ride footage throughout the vlog anyway for you guys to watch from everything. But yeah, let's go and check out Chessington for Howl'o'ween 2025. So just to start off the video, we've got the entrance right here where you come in to the park. And just down here, you've got some lovely theming. They've got pumpkins, they've got some fake pumpkins and plants just here as well. But you've got an absolutely lovely photo piece just here with the Howl'o'ween and the Chessington logo up here, which looks absolutely fantastic, I think. So we love to see that. It's one of the only Merlin parks I've been to so far. Obviously we've done, as you know, to be fair, Towers had some really good photo opportunities. Scarefest was very good for opportunities as well. But I really feel like it's one thing that Thorpe Park really does lack around the park is photo opportunities. They have added one down by the Crows, which if I do a separate vlog, I'll show you later on when we go to Thorpe. But yeah, I absolutely love this when you first walk in. It looks absolutely amazing. But obviously there's 2 different car parks for Chessington. So obviously you've got the car park down here where you've got the hotel and everything, which of course if you walk in from here you'll see all this when you walk in. But I've seen a couple of other vlogs and there's not really anything down the other end for Howl'o'ween for people to walk in and see, which is a shame. But we'll head down there in a little bit and we'll have a look and see what there is. But yeah, absolutely loving what I'm seeing so far for Howl'o'ween. Thumbs up from Kate. Let's walk around the park and we'll try and see what else there is for this year. So just to start off, as I say, we've literally just been stood here. When you come down, you can actually come in today to meet, I believe it's a show, I'm not really 100%, the Misadventures of Wilf. At the moment there's a photo opportunity going on for Sky and one of the other Paw Patrol people. I don't watch it, so I don't really know what they're called. But yeah, like I say, you can come down here. They've got different times here when you first come in for an entrance board. Got a little board up here with the characters on it as well. I think it's maybe some kind of show. So yeah, again, for your kids, not really a demographic for us. But yeah, if you've got kids, maybe come down and check that out. It's probably all right. But we're going to head back round to the side here where just another update, not really one. Oh, it is open. I thought this is closed now.
No, they're still
Trailer the Kings. So of course we now know as of last week that the tiger down by Tiger Rock and the 2 lions have now moved to Jimmy's farm, which I believe is nearby. So I thought Trailer the Kings was closed. I saw online a few people saying it was closed the other day, so maybe it was just while they were sorting out stuff for the enclosures potentially. But yeah, Trailer the Kings, I'd imagine this is probably going to be gone next season. We might go for a walk down it later on, but yeah, it is a shame to see. So just behind me here, you can see another pretty cool photo opportunity they've got. They've got the, I guess a scarecrow of some sort up here. Because there is a scarecrow show, I believe, over on the front lawns when you first walk in. I'm not sure what the timings are. We'll go over it. We're going to do like a lap of the park first, see all the different updates for today. So yeah, when we go over there, we'll have a look at the times for that and I'll show you that. But just behind us down here, there is a massive queue. I'm not going to show it because there's kids and stuff, but just down here, there's a massive queue already for Enchanted Hollow, which you can see the advertising just behind me here for it. So it is £8 a person to go in there, which I don't think is too bad of a price. I've seen a lot of people complaining online saying how much it costs, but when you go to Alton Towers, it's just as much there, and I've not seen anyone complaining about the price there for it. Of course, I've not done it before, so it might not be up to the standard of Trick or Treat Town, because I'd imagine it's that kind of vibe in there. So I'm not 100% sure. We're going to go and check it out anyway and let you guys know what we think and if we think it is worth the £8. But I was seeing a lot of people complaining it being £8, but they haven't even gone in there to go and try it out. So, you know, it's up to you what you spend your money on, I guess. But, you know, don't review something and say something's bad for the price when you haven't even done it before, because there's just no need for it, really. But we'll go and have a look. I'll let you know if I think it's worth it after I give it a go later on. It's got a long wait at the moment, so we're going to give it a little bit before we go and queue up for it. But yeah, I think we're just going to go for a walk around. We're going to probably go down to Vampire and Gruffalo area and see what's going on down there. So we've made our way down into the woods, where actually I've got some pretty cool theming pieces here actually, which I've just noticed, where they've got the pumpkins and everything down there, which do look great. But obviously, unfortunately, we know that the Vampire is sadly closed today. So we're going to walk down here and have a look. Yeah, look at this. I bet it wouldn't be this quiet if the Vampire was open, that's for sure. But yeah, the waterfall's still going, and also they've actually got the red dye in here again now, which is fantastic to see, because it does look a lot better like this. But yeah, look at this. The Vampire is currently undergoing a health check. We'll go have a bit of a walk around and get some more footage of it. Look at this, it's really not looking too great. I believe it's probably not, I know it's the plan was for it to open for Winter's Tale this year, but it's not looking likely. They released the rides which will be open for Winter's Tale this year the other day, and the Vampire was not on the list, which was a shame to see. I don't think the park is going to be getting rid of Vampire per se, because it is like the most iconic ride at Chessington, and if they could get it open again, this is the time of year they want it open, because obviously it's like a pretty Halloween kind of themed ride. And this year they've literally got a scare zone which is about the ride kind of thing, or linked in with the ride. So it really isn't great for Chessington. It was some really bad timing that this has gone down for some reason. I believe I've seen a couple of pictures, I'm not really sure where from. We might go for a bit of a walk around to go and find out. But some of the supports are sinking in the ground or something, someone said. So that's really not great to hear. But I really think it's obviously had its 35th anniversary this year, which obviously is a pretty old coaster. It's reaching the end of its life now. I don't think the ride should be gotten rid of. It really just desperately needs some work or a retrack. But the issue is now that Chessington have put themselves in of, they've got half the park already closed because of Paw Patrol being built and the apparent Minecraft world being built. Of course, it's not been confirmed yet, but I think we know that's what it's going to be. They've kind of shot themselves in the foot now, because they can't really afford to have this shut and being retracked, because it's another major ride which gets our queues on a busy day or more. And it's just going to put all the queues up all around the rest of the park. So I'm really not sure what Chessington are going to do about this. But I really hope the Vampire does open. It's probably my favourite family coaster in the UK, to be honest. I think it's absolutely fantastic. But it is a shame to see it in this state, unfortunately. We've made our way into like the central area of the park, but they have got, again, some theming up along the shop building up here, which looks really good. Where, of course, we've now met the first stage for the show, which we're going to be watching later, which is Rising Flame Shadows of the Tomb. All your show times are here, so it's on at 12:30, 6:30 and 4:30 today as well. I kind of missed the time there for some reason, but yeah, the park is actually open from 7 o'clock tonight, which we didn't realise, so it is good that it's open a bit later. So I'm not sure if we're going to stay for the whole time here, but if it gets a bit dark, we might be able to get a night ride on something. But the only ride we really wanted to go on was probably Vampire, to be honest. Kate's eating some apples, so we'll leave her to that. But yeah, the stage looks quite cool for it, so I'm sure we'll come up in a little bit and check out Rising Flame, see what it's like for this year. So I'll try and get a little bit of footage over the fence, because I think you can from around the corner over here. But of course, we have got the new Paw Patrol area open in 2026. I've not really been here enough to film updates per se on it, and not really a lot's changed. I believe they still do a meet and greet here, which is what this kind of fencing here is for. But yeah, Paw Patrol coming for 2026. Can't really sound that excited, and I'm not really the demographic for it, of course, but we should be here opening day for it, I'm sure, or if not, opening week at least, to come and check it out. And I'll put a little vlog out for it next year, ready for it. But yeah, we'll see if we can get a little bit of footage over the fence somewhere and see what's going on inside for Paw Patrol for 2026. You would have just seen over the fence, which, as you can see, is a very tall fence, so I can't really see myself over the top, hence why I didn't really talk during the clip. But some of the theming which has gone in, here you go, isn't that funny? Definitely not tall enough to see anything doing that, but trying her best, bless her. It looks quite cool what they've got in there. Like I say, I've never watched Paw Patrol. I only know the characters' names just because I know a few younger people who have watched it and whatever. But I don't really know anything about it, but I guess it looks quite cool. I don't really know if it looks like the TV show or not, really. I guess you're probably the same as me, you've never really seen it either.
No, not really.
So I'm sure the area will look really good. Chessington do some pretty good areas, but I think the issue will be It'll get the normal Merlin treatment, or it'll look really good for the first 5 or 6 years, and it'll just degrade over time and not look that good. No, that's always been there. Apparently Kate thinks that's a new Zufari sign. I'm pretty sure that's been there for a long time.
Apparently
but
I just don't look up at the ride entrances.
No, let me know if it is a new Zufari sign, because it could be. I might be wrong, but I don't know. Should we head on Zufari for a ride? It's at a 20-minute queue back there, so it's not probably the shortest queue on park.
Let's get it.
We've not done Zufari since, I think we've only done it once or twice this year, which is when it reopened with the new cave kind of area.
Yeah.
So we'll head on inside and let's get a ride on Zufari. Cheers for that.
Feature on their long sickle-shaped wheels, curve backwards and on average reach a length of 40 inches. Up until a few actually white at all. Its skin is grey. There are many different theories as to where the term white came from, but the most common one is that it is derived from the African, which is actually the same substance as your hair and fingernails, and is highly prized in many cultures. Sadly, coaching for the
You would have just seen a bit of footage there from the lovely animals in Zufari. It is a little bit of a short Zufari ride, to be fair. It did last about 5 minutes or so. And they have done a load of work on the cave scene at the end this year, which is good to see because it was a little bit dire when I went on it for the first time a few years ago. But I know there used to be a water effect in there or something.
Did, yeah.
So I never did that because I didn't come to Chessington for like the first time in like 2022 or something. So I never did that. But Kate apparently did it because she's hard or something. But yeah, like I said, I'd imagine it probably, I think everyone says it was a lot better when it used to have the water effect. But what they've done does make it look a lot better than what it was a couple of years ago when I did it for the first time. So can't complain too much with it. Like I said, it is a little bit short, unfortunately. But when it's on a 15-minute queue, which is what we probably waited there, it is worth it in my opinion. So yeah, again, as I said earlier in the vlog, they have got rid of the lions and the tigers now from the park. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the zoo, because I never know now really when my last time on Zufari could be. Because it might happen eventually that all the animals are gone, unfortunately. So we'll see what way Chessington go with it, because obviously it did start as a zoo and then they started adding the rides. But the zoo does take up a massive area, so if they are trying to go more of the ride route and trying to get more IPs and stuff, it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, if they start thinning out what animals they have here and there and maybe start using the areas like all around here behind me. They got loads of space all back here where they could put more rides and stuff, so we'll have to see what they do. It will be a shame if the zoo goes eventually, but I can definitely see Chessington going in that route in the next 10 years or so in the future. So we've just been down and met the mascots for Howl'o'ween this year, which are, I'm not sure what the vampire bat's called, but oh, it's on here. Wilf and Violet we just went and met. So little meet and greet. There wasn't a queue or anything, so we thought why not? So I'll stick in a little photo now for you to see us with Wilf and Violet. But yeah, what a great little meet and greet they've got for kids and everyone down there. Well, kids and adults, yeah. Why not? So over here by the lawns, this is where there's like a scarecrow, like kids kind of show or something going on. I'm sure we'll walk down this path later and I can see there's a board outside with a timing, so I'll show you that as well. But also around the park, I did show you earlier, but they have got the Enchanted Hollow QR codes for you to book on everywhere around the park, and it is very clearly signed saying it's £8 per person, because I have seen some people saying, oh, they've turned up to the entrance and not realised they had to pay, but there are signs everywhere saying it is a paid attraction. So yeah, we're going to go through Enchanted Hollow in a little bit. Like I said, we're going to be a group of 2, so I think maybe we can pay £14 for 2 people, so £7 each, which I really don't think is too bad. So I'm sure me and Kate are going to head in there in a little bit, and we'll let you know what Enchanted Hollow's like for this year. So we're now going to head in this direction to go and watch Rise and Flame Shadow of the Tomb for the 12:30 show. So let's go and check it out. I'll put a little bit of footage of the show and the area up there so you can have a look and see what it's like.
Unless they're short, in which case I'm going to stick it out. Right, I'm pushing that out now.
5,000 years ago, in the sandy landscapes of ancient Egypt, there lived a greedy pharaoh who would hypnotize minds and control his people. Driven by power, he feared one day his throne would belong to another and that he would be forgotten. He ordered his slaves to break into the tomb of a high priest and steal the Emerald of Eternity, a jewel capable of granting those who possess it with the gift of eternal life. Little did the pharaoh know that the jewel would only serve its powers to those who sought it for themselves. He ordered his slaves to steal the jewel in his name, and a soul-sucking curse was bestowed upon them. Both he and his slaves were turned to mummies, forever prisoners in the high priest's tomb. Every 5,000 years, the curse is lifted, and the slaves summon their pharaoh to walk among the living before they are forced back into their graves. Now, 5,000 years later, that day has finally arrived.
Finally, after 5,000 years, I have been awoken. You won't stop me from escaping into the outside world. My strength is growing. My power is unstoppable. Everything in this tomb. Now I will raise my army. See what you make of them.
We've just watched Rise in Flame Shadow of the Tomb. I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty good. Like I say, for a family event kind of thing, it did have a couple of bits in it. Like it's quite a dark theme. It's like about a pharaoh that's died, and then it's like servants have been cursed, and then after 5,000 years they kind of rise from the dead or something, which I guess you would have just seen on the clips I would have just put in, because they kind of tell you the story at the start. But for what it was, I thought it was a very fun show. I quite like that most of the dance shows and stuff you get at most parks now, like at Thorpe and Towers, they use like quite mainstream music to do their shows and everything. So it was quite refreshing to go and watch a show like that, which is quite a high production show, where it's like own original music and theme and everything like that. So it was really good to go and watch. I did actually really enjoy that. I'm not sure if the idea of it really fits the theme that Chessington are going for, to be honest, of like family friendly. But for what it was, I enjoyed it. And like I say, there's loads of kids around, they seem to be enjoying it as well. So Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they did enjoy it, but I don't know. The only thing I have to say is, was smoke machines, and they had like a flare, which you would have seen as well. Absolutely stank. You would have seen in the video, I kind of panned the camera around and everyone's doing this in the line. It smelled really bad, but yeah, very fun show. If you do come, make sure that is one of the shows you do go and check out. There are 2 other shows, but I think they're a lot more family friendly and a lot more for kids and like toddlers and that kind of thing. So if we pass by them while they're going on, I'll get a little bit of footage, but we're not going to explicitly go out of our way to go and have a look. But yeah, maybe I think we're going to maybe go for a lap of Vampire's Lair for the first time. We've not gone and done it yet, so we're going to do it on like the kid-friendly kind of zone, and then we'll go through it a bit later on when at 3 o'clock it intensifies a little bit, but I'll go through that a little bit when we get over to the entrance. So let's head over. So we've made our way around to the entrance now. It's just down out the back of Shipwreck Coast, because they switched it around from when it was Vile Villagers last year. So you now enter through the exit of Vile Villagers and then come out of where the old entrance used to be, which is by the Vampire entrance. So yeah, from 11 till 3 o'clock they do a suitable for 7+ years kind of one for I say younger kids and everything like that. And then 3 o'clock till park close. It's not particularly scary, I don't think, but they do a little bit more of a scary one where they jump out at you a little bit more and that kind of thing. So we're going to check out both and see what they're both like. We're allowed to film in here as well, so I'll take you around with us so you can see some of the theming inside. Right, let's head and hide to the Vampire's Lair.
Right, okay, we stay.
Line up! Welcome to the Vile Village, home of 1,000 villagers, empty for 100 years. The legend states our villagers were eaten by a vampire, and he's guarded by stone gargoyles. Follow me. Final word of warning. The last people that did enter these gates were never seen again.
So it does seem like so far they are following the Vile Villagers kind of thing. They just said you're still entering Vile Village, but it's now been taken over by the vampire himself, who is unfortunately his roller coasters are not working, but at least his scare zone's open still today, so we'll go and check this out either way.
Scaredy cat! He's still gonna take that jacket from you! Keep your eyes in front! You're so confident, why you go to front?
Oh, keep out. We're gonna go in anyway.
Go! Oh my god! Go! Bye! Bye!
Bye. You would have just seen the footage from Stonewatcher's Vampire's Lair, and you're probably thinking, oh, why did you cut up the footage for? Because it's really short. No, that was the whole clip from the whole thing. There's about 4 actors in there. 2 of them are just wearing normal coats. They're not even. They just got some face paint on. They're not even really wearing a costume or anything.
If you think about it, so last year, was it last year or the year before?
No, it'd been last year.
The scare zone from shop like this.
Yeah, so you'd enter it. You'd enter it like where Kate is now, but literally all the way up around there, and like the first like 5 meters of that corner.
Very, very short.
There's nothing there. Like, so there was 5 actors in there, and okay, like I said, the people in front got a couple of good jump scares you would have seen in the video, but I'll be honest, really not impressed by that. That was not great at all. Definitely out the Merlin parts, that is by far the worst scare zone I've done this year. Not really sure what that's about. Very weird one. Like you say, very, very short. Needs to be way longer than what it is. I saw a lot of reviews of people saying that Vile Villagers used to be a really, really good scare zone, and I was really hoping when we go through the scare zones and stuff, it's quite nice to get like some character interactions, I guess. And I thought that was the kind of vibe this scare zone was going to go with, because I know in Vile Villagers that's what the theme used to be. You used to talk to the villagers and there'd be a little bit more themed like that. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like that. We'll go through it in a little bit later, and maybe it might have some more actors in there maybe later on when it's ramped up a little bit allegedly. But yeah, really not impressed by that, to be honest. So of course we would have gone probably queued up for the vampire once we'd just come out there, but it's unfortunately closed, as I said earlier. But we are going to head on a ride on one of my favourite rides here at Chessington, which is the Gruffalo River Ride Adventure. Once again, it's another one of them rides. We're not really too sure how long it's going to be at the park for, because it is reaching the end of its life, I feel now. Before it's either due another retheme or they put another ride inside now. But yeah, we're actually allowed to film on this, so I might actually film a little bit and put a little bit of footage in. So yeah, let's head on Gruffalo River Ride Adventure. We have made it onto the Gruffalo River Ride Adventure. I'll get a little bit of footage in some of the scenes and stick it in for you. But we can't wait. Kate's very excited. We love this ride. I think it's great.
Such things at Gruffalo.
As you can see, we've got a broken screen, but yeah, love the Gruffalo, can't get enough.
I'm the scariest creature in this wood. Just look behind me and soon you'll see.
As you can see, one of the Gruffalo's eyes is not even working. It's not looking good for the Gruffalo anymore, guys. There's a lot of broken effects in here today.
My favourite food is Gruffalo crumble.
Cursed Gruffalo with no eyes. We've just had a ride there you would have just seen on the Gruffalo, which I have to say, I enjoyed the ride. I think it's very good, but it was very sad to see that a lot of effects on there were unfortunately broken today. You would have seen I pointed quite a few out in there, but yeah, there was about 8 or 9 different effects in there which I noticed, which are no longer working. And one of the best bits in there is the ending scene with the Gruffalo crumble with like the water falling kind of thing with the projection on it. It looks really good, but again, it only got fixed recently and it looks like it's broken again already. I'm really sad to say, I think the Gruffalo is in the most sorry state I've seen it in like the last 4 years or 3 years I've been coming to the park now, and I think it has finally ran its time, but maybe it does need to go. I'll be honest, it's Wild Woods is this area, isn't it? Yeah, Wild Woods, I'll be honest, is one of the, well, it used to be when I came out 3 years ago, I loved this area, I thought it looked great, and it has now become one of the worst areas in the park, unfortunately. You've got a vampire behind me, which has been broken now for a month. You've got a Gruffalo, which is in the worst state I've ever seen it. I think it's time that Wildwood gets shown a bit of love, to be honest, and they give a little bit of love back to the rides, because I feel like it's a theme in all Merlin parks, to be honest. They do something really fantastic. Like Jumanji looks brilliant. We've not been over there yet today, but when we get over there, I'll show you a little bit. Looks absolutely fantastic when they first open all of these new areas, but it's like when we go to Jumanji in about 3 or 4 years time, I bet I'll be saying the same about it over there as well, because they'll build Minecraft, they'll build Paw Patrol, and they'll just forget that Jumanji even existed. I feel like the Merlin parks really need to concentrate on what they have already in place before they just keep on building more and more and more every single year, because that is really what they struggle with, to be honest. It's like when you go to Fort Park and you go to Swarm Island. It used to be such an incredible area, one of my favourite areas in the UK, and now it just looks terrible. It looks really bad, but I don't know. Me saying this online isn't going to get them to do it, but hopefully one day, fingers crossed. I think a lot of people say it in their videos as well. Fingers crossed one day they do sort it out a little bit. But I think maybe we're now going to head down into Enchanted Hollow.
Maybe.
Of course, we can't take you in there, but I'll show you when we get down to the entrance and talk you through how much it costs both of us to go in. But yeah, let's go and do Enchanted Hollow, and then I'll give you a little review on what we think afterwards. So we have just booked our tickets for Enchanted Hollow, which the entrance is just behind me here. It cost us £14 for 2 of us, which I don't really think is too bad of a price, to be honest, because you do get a bag of sweets. We'll see how big the bag of sweets is afterwards, of course I'll show you, but I'll just cut to me at home now and I'll film a little bit just showing you the prices and everything for it, because it's not £8 a person. If you're coming in a bigger group and everything, it does work out a lot cheaper. So cut to me at home where I have a little bit of a chat for a minute or two, just going over the prices for Enchanted Hollow. Now made it down to Enchanted Hollow with Mawam and Haribo. You said they used to do Cadbury's chocolate in here.
They did. You used to get like a massive bar of Cadbury's chocolate at the end and then loads of little bars, but they have now changed it. I'm guessing it's to match all the other parks with what they give
so
you.
Of course Towers is also with Haribo and Mawam now. So yeah, we get your own little bags. We've got our bags each here, which Kate can hold up. Oh, it's getting a bit windy all of a sudden.
Oh my God,
wow, okay, that was really windy. Yeah, Kate's got the bags there, so you get a little bag for your sweets. And then also what's quite good is they do give you some allergen information and everything like that for all the sweets, which I think is really good. So that is really helpful because, like I say, you get a bit of a variation of all sorts. But yeah, let's head inside Enchanted Hollow Trick or Treat with Howl'o'ween Mayhem. So we can't film once we're inside, but let's get inside Enchanted Hollow Trick or Treat. We've just had a walk through there inside of Enchanted Hollow, and we've been in there for like a good 15-20ish minutes, I guess you could say. It was actually quite a lot of fun. We did get bashed in with like a group of about 2 other families of little kids as well. So of course, like I say, we went through as just 2 adults. So it was quite good to see, like I say, the kids in there were all really enjoying it. So it was quite nice to go in there and see that there are kids who are enjoying it as well. But even as an adult, I thought it was a good laugh. It was quite a lot of fun, and the parents in there were having a good laugh as well. So yeah, I'll show you now how many sweets you get. You don't get loads compared to Alton Towers and Trick or Treat Town. You do get a lot less, to be fair. But I'd say out of the 2 experiences, that one did last a lot longer. Trick or Treat Town's about 10 minutes or so long, but that one's about 15 or 20. So for the £8 or the £7 it was for us, I would say it's worth it. But I'll show you how many sweets we've got now. So Kate's got her bag here. You get about, I think it's about 4 or 5 Mayhem sweets and like 3 bags of Haribos as well. So you don't get loads and loads of sweets, but you do get a few. Oh no, you get 4 bags of that. 4 bags of Haribo and 4 Mayhems you get. So there's like I say, there's about 8 different actors in there then, because you get 1 from each one pretty much, don't you? So but for what it was, I thought it was very enjoyable. Like I say, you don't get very many sweets when you compare it to Alton Towers, but it was a bit of fun. But to be fair, we've still got our ones from Alton Towers from like 3 weeks ago. We're still not even finished eating. I don't know what it was, but they just kept on giving us handfuls of them.
The thing that I find with this is that even if you go through with families and kids, as adults they are still very interactive with you. They make a couple of adult jokes that obviously the kids aren't going to get, and the characters in that are pretty funny. So definitely one to do if you're coming to Howl'o'ween. Yeah,
overall, make sure you do come and check out Enchanted Hollow. For me personally, I understand if you're coming as like a family of 5 or something like that, it isn't as affordable for people to come and do, which I completely get when you buy your tickets and everything for the day. So I do understand that. But if you can afford it, it is worth it for the price you do pay. So yeah, if you are here, make sure you do come and check out Enchanted Hollow. Kate's going to show us a 6th skill allegedly. This is take 2. It just went horribly wrong and ended up on the floor. Hence why she's walking away from the bin. Go. Wow, what a skill. Belong in the circus. You look like you belong there, to be fair.
Yep.
Right, we're going to head into the world of Jumanji now, where we might try and get a ride on Mandrill. It's currently down at the moment. We're going to sit down here and wait around for a little bit and hope it reopens in a minute. But yeah, let's head into world of Jumanji. So it's just reopened. As you can see, it's going around up here. Let's head on to Mandrill Mayhem. Somehow we're able to manage a row 7, so we're going to be going forwards, then backwards, then forwards. Yeah. Forwards, then backwards, then forwards, instead of backwards, then forwards, then backwards. So yeah, crazy. Let's go forwards, backwards, forwards. Mandrill Mayhem today was absolutely fantastic, I thought. It was a little bit shaky here and there, which of course I've seen a lot of people online saying about it's getting a little bit shaky, unfortunately, but I don't think the shake on it's too bad at all, really. You can feel it a little bit, but it's not anything too bad. I really enjoyed that ride. I think it's absolutely great. As you would have seen just before the clips of the ride, we did get row 7, which in my opinion is the best row on the ride. That first like pike bit when you launch forward on the back row, absolutely incredible on the back row, especially when you're dropping backwards back down it. Absolutely love it. But we're actually now going to head out of the park for about 5 or 10 minutes to go and have a look at a new Paw Patrol track, which has arrived for the new roller coaster. So I'll go and get a little bit of footage of that for you guys. So I will actually just show you, because a lot of people have been showing you up where the actual track, but I'll actually show you how to get there. So of course you've got a security check for like the back entrance where all the main car parks are here. What you want to do is you need to go up this way as you're coming out towards the Gorilla and Tiger car park, turn right, and it's up in the Go Ape car park right up in the top. So we're going to go and have a look and I'll show you what's up there. So once you turn right up here, you just come under here into the Gorilla car park is where it is. And here you go. You've got all of the fences and everything up ready with all the roller coaster track behind it. So I'll show you some of it now, but that is how you get up to come and have a look at it, to come and see it for yourself, because It's not the biggest coaster in the UK, you know. For me personally, I'm not really too excited for the area because, again, I'm not really a Paw Patrol fan, but it is great to see, and we're still going to be a little bit excited because we're getting a new coaster. So yeah, let's go and check out the track. So the first thing I have noticed over here is over there, you can see they have now actually got the supports for the coaster. I've not seen anyone's videos actually showing it there here yet. So you can see there you got supports for the coaster. I'll do a bit more of a walk around, and next to those down here, you can see actually there's the old track for Cobra, which of course was like the Zamperla Disco kind of ride which they had here before, which we've actually heard a rumour that it is getting, well, it's not really a rumour, it's been confirmed, but it is actually getting some work done on it, and it's going to be rethemed, I believe, into the new area for 2027, which everyone's thinking is going to be Minecraft. But yeah, if you have a look down here, you can see all of the cars and everything ready for it, and just behind that, they've got some new ride cars ready for Paw Patrol, which I assume was ready for like a new flat ride of some sort coming to the area. So yeah, that's really good to see too, that they are making some progress with the new area for 2026. So I've just come to the side because actually there's a massive gap in the fence in here. And you can see we've got all of the red roller coaster track ready for the new coaster coming, ready for 2026. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot of track yet. I'm sure this isn't all the track for it just yet, but I'm sure there'll be more arriving soon. But yeah, you can see here a little bit better now. You can see, I believe the character's called Sky, who flies in this. That's the only character I really know the name of, to be honest, for some reason. I don't really know why. But yeah, it looks like some kind of flat ride, which is going to be in like Sky's helicopter or something, or plane maybe, I'm not really sure. You can see they've got all of the parts and everything just behind it there ready to go up as well. So yeah, it does look exciting. I'm sure, like I say, a lot of kids are really looking forward to this area because I know it's a very popular IP among kids nowadays. So yeah, Paw Patrol, I'm sure, is going to be a massive success for Chessington. Mixing up my words there. I'm just going to add in now as well. I've been seeing a lot of people saying, oh, that Chessington's adding a lot of IPs and they should be adding their original IPs again and everything, which I agree. I enjoy going to theme parks with IPs and without IPs. I'd say everyone travels out to America to go to Universal and stuff to go on all the IP rides there. So I don't really get why everyone's having an issue with Chessington opening up IP rides as well. I've heard a lot of people trying to say that Chessington's maybe trying to rival Universal a little bit. I think we all know deep down Chessington's never going to be able to rival Universal Studios when it does come here in 6 years' time. But I think they're maybe just trying to add something so that people who visit Universal will also want to visit Chessington as well. But even that, other parks in the UK have got IPs. We've seen before in the past, like I say, Drayton Manor's got Thomas the Tank Engine, which has been hugely successful for them. Polton's Park's got Peppa Pig, again, been really successful for them guys as well. And also, Alton Towers has got CBeebies Land. Well, we know how successful that has been for them as well. So I think Chessington need to be given their dues here because they are just trying to fit in and get an IP that people will travel to just to come to Paw Patrol with their kids and stuff. So it's a way for them to bring money into the park and also invest in their non-IP areas, which I'm sure they will add more in the future of those. But just at the moment, I think they're just trying to add some IPs to draw some more people in, because out of the Merlin parks, I'd definitely say Chessington's probably the most, I wouldn't say neglected, because that's not the right word to say. I think most of the parks are pretty neglected in some areas, to be honest. But yeah, it just feels like Chessington was the most lacking park over the last few years, I'd say. But like I say, Jumanji was obviously an IP they've added, which has been hugely popular. And I think that's a great area, how it looks and everything. So, you know, I'm not really against the whole IP thing. If that's the way Chessington's going, that's the way they go. I really hope they do keep the zoo area still, though, because I've heard people saying that might go. But yeah, you've got to understand, they've got to do stuff like this to try and bring people in, because they want to bring families and stuff in. And the only way kids are going to want to visit is if they've got something like Paw Patrol or Minecraft in the future to come and see, because that's the kind of stuff they watch at home and they love to see. So after checking out all the construction up here, we're now going to head back down into the park again, where we're going to maybe get on a couple more rides. We're going to go back through the Vampire's Lair, Stone Watchers, or Stone Watchers Vampire Lair, whichever way around it is. Go and give that another go, see if it's a bit better after 3 o'clock. Again, it's still going to be just as short, to be honest, but hopefully it's a little bit scarier, we'll see. And then I think that's probably going to be the end of our day, I reckon. We're probably going to head back down to Fort Park for Fright Nights for the last night for this season for us too. We are going to SLK a bit later in the month, but yeah, like I say, it's going to be the last night of Fright Nights for us tonight, so we're going to go and watch the shows. I don't think we're going to do any mazes, are we?
No, probably just check out the shows and talk to some of the roaming team. Yeah,
so like I say, I might add it in. I'm probably going to do a separate vlog of it and show you how busy it is for Fright Nights at the moment, because I have heard it is mental, and I've just been on the app and some of the roller coasters are on a 150-minute queue. So let's head back into Chessington. So of course we came into the other entrance earlier, so we didn't actually see this earlier, but It is good to see they have got a theming piece down at the front here. I think this entrance here really does need some work at some point, because this is the main entrance that people walk in to see. And it really doesn't look that great. The one at the other end of the park is quite good, but this one's really not that great, unfortunately. So I think that's one thing that does need some work. But I quite like the theming they've done on the little Land Rover out the front, or Land Rover out the front. It does look very good. But we're now going to head up to the gate up here, because there is some construction going on in the new alleged Minecraft area. So we're going to go and have a look. So you can't really see too well because of the fencing, but there is actually quite a lot of construction going on inside. They've got some rollers and everything in there, and some bigger JCBs and diggers. But yeah, it's fair to say work is definitely taking place inside of here to flatten out the landscape, ready for Minecraft allegedly coming in a few years. I'm really excited for it. I've played Minecraft for absolutely years, since it came out years ago, so I really can't wait for it. It's going to be one of my favourite areas in the UK for sure, I think. But yeah, looking forward to it. Kate can't wait either.
I'm very excited.
You never really played it a lot though, have you, really?
I played Minecraft like a little bit, so I know the gist of it. I am quite excited from what allegedly is going in there, from what people are leaking online, but it'll be good for the park to have a Minecraft
Yeah, I
area.
think, like I said, I know a lot of people, as I said, over in the new track area for Paw Patrol, a lot of people complaining about the IPs, but I think when the areas actually come in, people are going to still visit them and say they're really good anyway. So, but I think people are just complaining because they like the original ideas. But everyone's different. People enjoy IPs, people enjoy original ideas. So, you know, just let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. So they have got a very cool little photo opportunity here where Kate is now sat inside of it. I think it's meant for kids, but you know, I guess it's meant for big kids as well. But very cool to see they have got quite a few different photo opportunities and everything around the park. We were going to head on to Dragon's Fury, which Crackle's actually working. This is the first time I've seen him working since I've been to Chessington all year. Because last time I came, he had been fixed, but then he was broken again already. So it is great to see that he's now working properly again. But I'm not queuing 50 minutes for Dragon's Fury, unfortunately. So I think we might just go for one more lap around the park, see if there's anything else to notice, really. And then end the vlog for Chessington today. Just been sat by the main stage just to have a little bit of something to eat. It's like about 3 o'clock or so now, so we're going to come back and watch Spectacular in about half an hour or so. But it's quite good to see they've now got like a little toasted marshmallow stand just down here as well, which is £6.50 for 3 marshmallows, which isn't too bad, I guess. That's not too bad at all, really. It's all right. But yeah, very cool. Got a little marshmallow stand. And also returning now, they've got the noodle house, which I used to have an actual building for it and everything, but now they've come back in like a little van kind of thing, which I don't know if it's like a permanent thing they've now got. It looks like it's a transported one, but it's great to see they have got some different food on offer again now. If I knew this was here earlier, I might have come up here and got something to eat for lunch. But yeah, there's your prices on there. You can get bao buns. You can get bao buns and stuff. It's a little bit pricey. You can see the prices just there.
Yeah, but that's normal for Merlin.
For like say Merlin food, you're at a theme park, that's how much it normally costs anyway. But we're now going to head back down to Stonewatchers and go through for the after 3 PM walkthrough and see if it's any scarier than what it was earlier. Right, the time is 3:20 now, so it's well into the suitable for 10 years plus. Let's head into Vampire's Lair.
Welcome! You're brave. Come on. Line up. Just. Welcome to the Vile Village. There used to be thousands of villagers here. They haven't been seen for 100 years. Legend has it that there's a vampire in his lair, guarded by stone villagers. Darkness. A final word of warning! The last people to go through these gates were never seen.
Right, let's head inside the Vampire's Lair. I have to say the theming in here is actually quite good. I forgot to mention that earlier. But yeah, hopefully we get a few more scares this time while walking through. It's not looking good. Just been through Vampire's Lair there again, and to be honest, it's not any scarier than what we did earlier. To be fair, they're just doing the same kind of jump scares. It's not really too intense or anything like that. Of course, it is a family park. I wasn't expecting to go through it and be shoved around like what you do somewhere like Compound or Survival Games, for example, but I don't know, it just didn't really feel any different, to be honest. It wasn't any scarier, and I just really don't think it's a great scare zone. It's way too short. There's some alright theming midway through, but again, it's not anything great. The only good thing actually about it, the gargoyle costume in there is very good. I do like that, but yeah, not too impressed by that. I wouldn't bother coming to Chessington to come and check that out, to be fair. I was really looking forward to it as well. I quite like the scare zones and everything. Like I said, I really liked Dark Hollow, which they've done at Alton Towers this year. I think that's fantastic. I think what Merlin's done with the crows this year at Fort Park was fantastic. But yeah, complete letdown, to be honest. Really not great. We are now seated to watch our second show of the day. I don't think we're going to be able to watch the Barnyard Boogie ones. I think they've already had all the shows for it. So I'll head over to the area and show you what it looks like on the way out. We're now going to check out Spectacular. I'll let you know what we think. I'll put in a bit of footage of it now for you.
Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, Professor. Oh, very 24-karat magic in the air. Head to toe, some talents. You're up. Pop, pop, it's showtime. 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 Get your big to win. Ready to roll? Yes, sir. Ready to go? Yes, sir. Let them on, let the magic begin. It's time to levitate. I ain't lying. It's been 100 years. Right down to the day. Now my house is back, and we'll the day. We'll see about that. I put a spell on you. House of Hollow, raise your wand. House of Hollow, walk to the sky. If you don't have a wand, I can think this works just fine. Let's battle.
You would have just seen a little bit of footage there from Spectacular. We have actually left the show before it ended because I was wanting to get a little bit of footage just to show you guys, but we're not really the demographic for a show like that. I just wanted people like say who might be coming with kids and stuff to see what is on offer, and if you do have kids, it does look really good, so I can't complain too much about that at all. It does seem pretty fun. It has some pretty cool pyrotechnics going on the stage too, which look pretty good, but yeah, not really our kind of show. So we're going to actually now head off the park. I'll show you where the other stage is for the Barnyard Boogie, I think it's called. But again, I think that's an even more kid-friendly kind of show than what we've just seen. So we're not going to stick around to watch it or anything, but I'll show you the location of it so then you can find it easily on your visit. But yeah, I think this is going to be the end of our day at Chessington. But overall, we've actually had a pretty good day. I've enjoyed it. So I'll show you where the stage is, and then after that, we'll sign out the vlog. So we're just walking down to where the Barnyard Boogie show is, and they've got loads of little photo points and stuff down here too, which I have to say, I'm really enjoying these at some of the Merlin parks this year. Like I say, Alton Towers had loads everywhere this year as well. Fort Park has a couple here and there. I know there's quite a good one outside the Crows, which I'll put in my next vlog when we're at Fort Park later on. But yeah, I absolutely love these. They are incredible to see when you're walking around. But we'll head down to the stage and let's have a look and see what it looks like this year. So located just by where the bird kind of talk is, where they are, which is just over here. This is where you can find Barnyard Boogie. Looking at the sign, the show times today are 10:30, 2:30 and 4:45. I'm not sure if that changes, because I know on the weekdays I believe the park still shuts at 5 and not 7 like today. So don't depend on that. Make sure you do come to the stage when you first come into the park, because the entrance is literally just over here behind these trees. And come and find out what the timings are for the day, because if you have got little ones, I did see online, I'm not going to stay to watch it personally, but I did see online in the video someone did come and have a look, and if you have got little ones, they were loving it and it did look like a really fun show. So I'll go a little bit closer up to the stage just to give you a little bit of a closer look. But yeah, sea life's just here. You've got the photo point with Coco Melon. I don't know what that is, to be honest, because I've not seen anything to do with Coco Melon this year, to be fair. It was where the Animal Crossing one was when I last came to the park. But yeah, come and check it out if you have got little ones, because I'm sure it is a very fun show. So here you go. Like I say, you got a nice little theming piece down here with 3 different scarecrows, which actually look really good, I think. And of course, you've got a sign just down here, which has got Pumpkin Patch Harvest Festival, home of the world's biggest pumpkin. And as you turn around, you can see the biggest pumpkin over here. So yeah, I'll get a little bit of footage of that now for you. I just thought I'd add a little clip now at the end of the vlog as well, just to say Winter's Tale, of course, is coming after this later in the year. Of course, we're now nearly at the main season end for 2025 in the UK for theme parks, but Chessington is open for Winter's Tale, so you can see the dates are down here. Selected dates from the 22nd of November to the 31st of December. We're definitely going to be coming at some point to check it out. Unfortunately, as we've seen, Vampire has now been taken off of the offering list, which is a shame to see, sadly, but it is what it is. You know, they have to do some work on it. I really hope they do something to do it and keep it, because it is really one of the best family coasters in the UK, but it's a shame to see that it's been taken off the offerings for 2025. But of course, we have got Mandrill Mayhem still on there, but to be honest, it's not got the greatest ride selection. Gruffalo's on there as well, but honestly, in the state that was in today, it's not looking likely that could even be open, at least not properly anyway, because a lot of effects weren't working, and they haven't been all year, to be honest. They've been really on and off with that, but it is starting to rain actually, so I think we're going to head off park pretty quickly and get to the car. We have now reached the end of the day here at Chessington. It's currently about 4 o'clock or so, and I believe around that kind of area. The park is open till 7, but we're not really too interested in going on any of the rides, to be fair. The only ride I would have stayed for a night ride was Vampire, which is sadly closed. But I have to say, we've actually had a really fun day today at Chessington. Vampire's Lair, unfortunately, was very disappointing, very underwhelming, sadly. It's way too short. There's only about 4 or 5 actors in there on our ways round, and I was really let down by it, to be honest. I was really looking forward to it. But a highlight of the day, Enchanted Hollow, was really, really good. As I said, me and Kate paid £7 each to go in there. Okay, you don't get as many sweets as what you do at Alton Towers, but the experience in there is a lot of fun, and it does last 20 minutes. So for me personally, if I came again next year to this event, I would 100% go in and give it another go, because I thought it was very fun. And especially for little ones will really enjoy that. The new dance show, which is, I can't remember what it's called. It's not Stone Watchers, that's the vampire thing. But the new dance show you would have seen over by the carousel area. Really was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I thought that looked fantastic with the fire effects and everything going on. And for a family show, Spectacular also did look absolutely brilliant. Again, as I said just a minute ago, not really my kind of show, but again, little ones will absolutely love it. So I'm going to sign off the vlog here. I might vlog a 4 parts tonight to show you how busy Fright Nights is, because it does look absolutely mental queue times on the app at the moment. But I hope you have enjoyed our vlog from Chessington. It's still open here for another week for Howl'o'ween, so make sure you do come and check it out, because it is a lot of fun, and if you have got little ones, they will absolutely love it here. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to the channel for all future videos coming soon, and I will see you in the next video.